Hey guys, this is Houston with The Great Race. I've got the pleasure to be here in beautiful Auburn, Indiana with the X Cup Legacy this weekend. We're out shooting some training videos with my good friends here.
So my name is Glenn Douglas. I've been an X Cup participant for 2 years in a row now. Today I'm going to talk to you about acceleration and deceleration performance charts, stop and start charts, and then turn charts.
I'm Nigel Stroud. I'm the prior owner of this 1957 Plymouth two-door station wagon.
So the most important thing to get these charts down correctly is you have to have your time-wise speedometer, you have to have your good working stopwatch, and you also have your driver navigator pair set up and ready to go. And so to do these measurements, you have to have a stretch of road that is straight and it's safe, that you can legally get up from 0 to 55 miles an hour, preferably go back again at 55 miles an hour to get your measurements done as quickly and efficiently as possible. The best way to fill this out is using the chart creation tool you can get directly from Great Race. The absolute best way to get the best measurements possible is to build out live while you are doing the measurements in person. So the first of these charts that you're going to make will be with 2 cones, 2 checkpoints. You're going to enter the first checkpoint going your desired speed. You'll maintain that speed and exit the second checkpoint at that same speed. The second chart you will make will be from a dead stop at the first checkpoint to then accelerate to your desired speed and maintain that speed to your second checkpoint where you will end. Your third and final chart is arguably the most difficult. You will enter the first checkpoint at your desired speed. You will then brake until your front bumper is touching the second checkpoint. This may take multiple tries and be very difficult, but this is arguably one of your most important measurements to make. For our demonstration today, we'll be using 2 different telephone poles as our checkpoint. We have one close to us and one farther away from us on this straight road of ours. This is how we will measure ourselves throughout our course today. So now join us in the car as we walk you through each of these different measurements. So now our measurement is going to be made by starting at that pole at 25 miles an hour. So before the pole, we're going to accelerate to 25. We're going to maintain that speed up into and through that second pole. Then I will show you our measurements at that point. Okay, Nigel?
Here we go.
And so for our second charting, we're going to be doing this one from a stop to the other pole. So in this situation, Nigel has pulled up the car to his front bumper in line with our first checkpoint. We'll be starting from a dead zero. We will get up to 25 miles an hour, maintain that speed, then I will hit the stopwatch again once we cross our second checkpoint. So now, Nigel, when you're ready.
All right.
And so for our final charting, we are going to enter into our first checkpoint at 25 miles an hour. We will brake as soon as we hit the first checkpoint. And Nigel's goal is to have a consistent deceleration, braking the entire way to the second checkpoint. Hopefully you will finish with his front bumper on the second checkpoint. So Nigel, you ready?
Yep.
All right.
Let's go.
So today you saw us go through and make measurements for each of our 3 charts, but each time we did it, we only did it at 25 miles an hour. In reality, you need to do it at every speed 4 times to get an average. You need to do that again for every driver that you have. Realistically, you need to set aside about 4 hours to do these tests properly, and it's going to burn gas and it's going to burn time, but it's worth it. This is truly the most efficient way to have your times down for the XCup. So this is your chart creation tool you will get directly from Great Race. What we just did out there was our measurements for each of these 3 different charts. So, first one we did was at a constant speed. We only did 1 run of this, which would be 25 miles an hour constant speed, which is roughly 19 seconds we had. Then, we didn't do 4 runs like we were supposed to do, which is how you get the most direct time. Once you set this in, you see how it already changes it to an average? Just put all your times in there, all your speeds, and you'll get a new average each time you input it. Again, about 18-second average on that. Again, 25 miles an hour, we had 17. So, to fill out this form, there is a yellow highlighted area on the right side of the screen over here, here, and here. It will tell you how to do everything you need to do, give you your averages, do the math for you, then output it as your performance chart. Make sure you convert the seconds for your inputs though. It is very important. If you input it as a 1 minute and 2 second time, it will not take it and it will not convert it for you. It has to be in seconds. But now you have your chart, you have your calculations, and this will give it to you. And so now a common problem you can have while using this Great Race chart is to find a negative number in your average charts. So looking at our acceleration and braking, we have a negative 2.7. Obviously that's not possible, you can't have a negative number. So going back into our constant speed chart, looking at our 25 column, we have a 19.8, 19.9, 19.1, and 19.8 again. Obviously our 19.1 is the outlier. Seeing that this is our problem, you can either simply delete it and leave it off your averages, or you can go out again, rerun the score, report back with your score, create a new average, and that's what we recommend to be the most accurate thing for you to use in your charts.
Oh, that's excellent. Well, thank you so much for all this information. We appreciate you guys tuning in and being here with us today with our good friends from XCup Legacy. And we got our good friend Nigel here with our great donation card behind us.